Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Ryan with Degenerate Passive Income coming to you today on a Monday, December 1st, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we are into the last month of the year. Hopefully, the start of the bull cycle is coming. My goodness, we've got $84,000 Bitcoin. We've got $2,700 Ethereum. I mean, the markets are bloody red. I'm getting sick of it. It's institutional money taking profits. BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, people liquidating. People are getting absolutely destroyed. And that's the market. We're going to go through that today. And we are going to go through, everything that I'm in. Bernard Bonds, DexFi, EarnFi, Plasm, Honor versus Madness, everything, guys. It's all under one umbrella called EMP Fusion. Besides EarnFi is separate, but it's all built by the same team, same founders, ladies and gentlemen, which is so important. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with my crypto in this bear market that we are in, that everybody is sick of, all right? There will not be an AMA tomorrow night because me and AJ are traveling. So we have a week off. We're back at it next week. We've got FortuneFi coming up. Obviously, that's the community perpetual jackpot, $2 tickets. It's going to help the Bernard Bond TVL. That's launching, I think, in about a week. And it is like it's like a word that rhymes with pottery. Okay. We don't want to say those words on here because it can get people in trouble for some reason. It is what it is, guys, but it's going to be great. It helps out the TVL Bernard Bonds. It's a chance for you to win, obviously money, right? It's jackpot, called the jackpot for a reason. All right. We're going to talk about that a little bit and we will go from there. So markets are bloody. Everyone's panicking. Fear index is crazy. And that's just the way it is. I still have my crypto to work and I'm going to show you my bags. I am not scared to show you guys my bags at all. You'll see it right on my dashboard. The main thing here is, guys, it's all under one umbrella. Like I said before, EMP Fusion. The one and only AJ Brockman from EMP Fusion. The man, the myth, the legend. He's doxed. He's the founder and co-founder of all of these things. All right. All the wallets are doxed. Okay. You can track every penny in and out on DBank. What else do you want? Nobody else in the space is doing that. They're all hiding behind a screen. The wallets aren't doxed. You have no idea where the money is, where it's going, what's getting paid out, what's in the wallets, anything. Here, we do that, okay? That's how it should be. This is what the space wants. It's what the space needs. And AJ has continued to build for the last 4.5 years. He's continued to adapt and come out with things that are bullish and people want. There's a reason why he's a legend, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into my dashboard and we'll talk about everything. First, we can talk about the markets. I mean, my goodness, look at this, guys. I mean, it's getting old. We went from 92,000 down to 80. We hit a low of 83.9. I mean, that's disgusting. This is people taking profits. We talked about this earlier. You've got Ethereum over here, sub 2,800. We were up here at, not the greatest price, 3 to 3,100. Now we're down to 2,700. It's going to come up, guys. I still think there's $175,000 Bitcoin in play and, $8,000, $9,000 ETH. That's just my opinion. It's not financial advice, but those are the markets. We're dealing with it. Not too bad a volume on today for Ethereum, 34 billion. This is how we get paid, ladies and gentlemen, for Bernard Bonds. This is what matters. We want lots of volume. That means fees. We're getting paid every minute with fees. When people trade, buy, sell, we are getting a little slice of the pie. So we want lots of volume. The price doesn't really matter. Obviously, the bond price goes up and down. What I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Bernard Bonds, all right? This price will fluctuate, 0.029 ETH. So your bond is worth about 80 bucks right now, okay? I bought mine at $270 on June 11th. I'm not panicked about it because I've been earning USDC every single minute over here since. Right now, we're at 61.77% APR, which is a hair over 5% a month. Ain't getting that anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. Not from a doxed team, doxed founder, and doxed wallets, okay? That's a fact, all right? Everyone's going to say Bitnest. Everyone's going to say Valtoro or whatever it's called. No, you do not see nothing. You don't see any trading. You see absolutely nothing. So with that said, we can continue on. Current fund value obviously is down because of the price of ETH, 543,000, 6,855 bonds minted in the last 6 days, ladies and gentlemen. There's been 432 bonds minted, worth about $36,000, $37,000. That is a good week. People are finally realizing that Bernard bonds, DexFi treasury bonds, there's nothing like it in the space. People want to be in earning USDC every single minute dropped into their wallet. Real world yield, ladies and gentlemen. Very important. It's real yield, verified on the blockchain, verified in DBank. What I'm talking about, guys, right here. You click that button right here. Click this. It brings you right over here. Here is our portfolio. I'll refresh the screen. We have $27,000 in ETH on base, ready for new entries, new, purchasing, getting into different vaults. We've got some BNB, a little bit of everything. And here you go right here. It shows where every single penny is in every single vault, okay? You cannot hide money from DBank. You cannot change these numbers. It is all live within the second. And it shows every single vault, the BNB vaults, the Sonic vaults, the one AVAX vault, and all the base vaults. Right there. You want to see when people mint, you go over to transactions. Everything is right here, all right? When people mint, when people, when it gets airdropped, when they do a call, when they deploy a contract, it is all right here, guys, okay? No other protocol does this. Not one. If there is, besides Monstros, okay? Monstros does it. Besides them, nobody else does it, especially paying right now about 5% a month, okay? We've been averaging about 6.5% to 7% a month since inception, all right? So not too shabby. You're not getting that anywhere else. Like I said, 6,855 bonds. Total USDC distributed, 241,000. Let's go over to the DexFi vaults, 769,000. That means between treasury bonds and Bernard bonds is over $1 million earned in the last 5 months. Okay? 5.5 months, almost 6. That is insane. A real yield, that USDC has been dropped into people's wallets. Done. That is what? About 150 grand, 175,000 bucks a month? Not too shabby, all right? Like I said, nobody else is doing this. So this is my Bernard bonds, guys. You can go mint one. You need ETH on base, obviously. You go over here, hook up your wallet. You mint as many as you want. 0.029 is what it's going to cost you, about 80 bucks in ETH. Fee free in, fee free out. You can sell your bond anytime you want. Unstake it, go down here and click redeem. You're all set, all right? There's a 10% redemption fee when you sell. That doesn't go to me, doesn't go to AJ, doesn't go to Jake, doesn't go to anybody. It stays in the protocol, rewarding us OG investors for sticking in. Guys, you need to have a long-term mindset here, okay? If you're in it for a month, 2 months, I wouldn't bother. Go find something else to do. Somewhere else you'll get rugged. Think about the long term with the bull coming, all right? I can almost guarantee you that this will pay off in the end. I have a ton of Bernard bonds. I have a ton of DexFi treasury bonds in a different wallet, vice versa. And don't be afraid to get a little bit of both, right? There's 6,855 minted here. There is 22,901 minted here, okay? The APR is about 5% different right now between DexFi and Bernard bonds. Last week, Bernard bonds was 2% better than DexFi. It varies. Since inception, DexFi is, I think, 3 weeks older than Bernard bonds. And it's within 1% APR if you average it out. So nothing crazy. Diversify a little bit. Get a few of both. It is not a big deal. It all goes in the same pot. Bernard bonds is just a white label service for my people. I make nothing. There's no referral links. There's zero Ponzi-nomics. We explain this every Tuesday night on AMAs with AJ. We do an hour and a half with people, and we're getting big views now. And people are finally realizing, yes, this is the real deal. There's a reason why Crystal and why all these other liquidity farming protocols are looking at the tech of DexFi, because nobody else does it. The AILM, the automated liquidity management. Okay, it's AI, ladies and gentlemen, and it works. It auto rebalances. It doesn't rely on a person sitting in front of a screen 24/7, because you cannot do that. You will have impermanent loss out the you know what. All right, that's just a fact. We've been through that before. PACA Finance, they're buried in permanent loss. They're supposed to be divvying out. They've missed the last 3 epochs. I guarantee there's no epoch today. They're December 1st. 1st and the 15th is the day. I bet you there'll be an announcement. Oh, guess what, guys? They're going to announce it again. Nobody's making any money farming. Well, you know what? We are. We're making 5% a month. So, Scott Lee, feel free to reach out. You could have been making the last 4 months, you could have been making about 7% a month for your people if you'd listen. But you don't. You don't swallow your pride. You're stubborn. Whatever. That's on you. Door's still open. Okay? DexFi, treasury bonds, they're at 67.42. There's 22,901 minted. They've paid out 769,000. Their bond is $70. Okay? Bernard bonds has always been held their value about $10 more than DexFi bonds. Okay, guys? It's just different positions. It's all in the same vaults. It was just different timing. Okay, like I said, DexFi treasury bonds are about 3 weeks older. So don't be afraid. It's the same thing. The same thing as Bernard bonds. You go over here, you mint, same redemption fee, everything. All right, it's just a few different pools they're in, and that's that. All right, so don't be afraid to do that. So that's Bernard bonds, and that's DexFi treasury bonds. If you want to take the time and go over here and hook your wallet up and create your own vaults, or go into some vaults that are already created, I'm making 0.31% a day, 0.48% a day, and 0.21% a day on these little bit of amounts, $19, $40, and $71. Okay, it's still killer APR or APY, but I just leave it in there. Okay, I make 24 cents a day on my $129.83 deposit. I just leave it in here for content. That's it. I don't have patience. I don't have time to go research coins, what vault I should get in, and keep track of them. I don't want to do that. I want the easy button, and the easy button is Bernard bonds. It says it right here, guys. Easy button. Bam. There it is. So don't be afraid to go over to DexFi. If you want to do that thing, cook your wallet up and go into some. People are making a ton of money. Okay, researching vaults and going in and getting out and doing all their jazz. I am not into that. All right. So enough about Bernard bonds and DexFi treasury bonds. Let's go over to EarnFi. EarnFi has been crazy. As you can see, guys, I got 50 stacks into this thing. I'm not hiding my bag. This is my money. Go back in my original video when I put it in 4 months ago. I showed you the bank wire from my bank to Spritz. The Spritz sending me the USDC Polygon, me exchanging it on Change Now for USDC ETH, and I made a live $50,000 deposit. This will be month number 5 that it's been in. I've been in it since March. It is still in beta. The bot is still learning. The bot's going to be available to people in the next month or two. So be looking for that. And we've made pretty good money. Last month was our slowest. We made 1%. So in the last 6 months, we've made 6%, 6%, 3%, 3%, 3%, and 1%. Okay. The months before that, when I was just testing it, just a few of us, I made 18% and 12% and 10%. Okay. So it's learning. Obviously the market, because this uses, it's actual AI trading bot, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It is actual one built by AJ and his team. Okay. But it trades in the S&P 500 stocks, bonds, perpetuals, whatever. All right. Some silver, some gold, some Forex. It is real. They take our crypto, they turn it into fiat, vice versa on the way out. In 12 days, in 16 hours, 53 minutes, you'll be able to deposit. You cannot deposit right now because you missed your chance. Okay. There'll be a 4-day window when this timer hits 0 that you can deposit your USDC ETH into this protocol to make 6% is the target for 26-day lock. All right. That is a target. The team does not get paid a dime if the bot doesn't make 6%. Anything above 6% is a 60-40 split in favor of the investor. All right. It takes USDC ETH. It's $100 minimum. You can't even go out to dinner for $100. So there's tons of wallets with $100 in it. They're trying it out and they love it. Okay. Maybe they'll ape in next month or the month after that or whenever. Okay. It's, whenever they want to do, or they don't do it at all. Some people might want to exit, whatever they want to do. It does not matter. I made $500 in this 50,000 last month. I made 1,500 the month before, 1,500 again the month before that, 3,000 and 3,000. So I'm over $12,000, $13,000 I've made on this 50,000 in the last 6 months, 7 months. Not too bad. I haven't done anything besides come here when this timer hits 0 and claim my rewards. I rolled the $50,000 back in because it's making me money without me doing anything. Making money while you sleep is key. Otherwise, you're punching that 9 to 5 every single day for the rest of your life. All right. So that's EarnFi. Link will be in the description for that. It is a referral link. Okay. I give away all the referral money to people who are affected in Bruno X, right? I don't have to do anything. I choose to. I give away all my referral money from Plasm, which we'll talk about next, and EarnFi, and some of my profits I make on my Bernard bonds. About between 1,000 and 2,000 every month. It's just something I want to do. It makes me feel good, makes me sleep better. So that's what I'm doing with any money I take in referrals, guys. All right. Plus I add a little bit of my own. So that is EarnFi. You want to get in. You got 12 and a half days to get your USDC ETH ready. I'll be doing a video of it at the end to show what we made, obviously, because we show everything here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to talk about Plasm next, obviously the latest and greatest right here. You know, they just came out with the easy mode. You don't have to say, oh, should I create, get 2,340% APR or APY, or should I stake and get 5,110? Staking is over double right now. Okay, it's double. It's better by double. All right, that changed in the last about a week and a half. All right, now they've made easy mode where you can get your Plasm and get in with ETH, USDC, ESHARE, or Plasm. ESHARE is the token that runs on all of EMP. That's a crazy token. I bought ESHARE at $7 or $8. I didn't sell it when it hit, I don't know what it hit, 32 or something. I still hold it. It's right here, guys. I have, what do I got? Tokens. I have 139 ESHARE worth $1,203. That was a triple or a quadruple, about a month ago. I don't care because I want to hold the ESHARE. I still think it's a 10x from here when things get rolling, especially when we come out with something new that we just talked about yesterday and finalized. Be looking for that around February 1st. I'm not talking about FortuneFi, guys. All right. It's another thing that's going to help Bernard Barnes. It is going to be crazy. It's like Plasm on steroids. All right. So be prepared for that. Plasm helps out the treasury bond TVL. This new thing, I'm not going to say the name, launching around February 1st, is going to help out the Bernard bond TVL and is like Plasm on steroids. It's going to be amazing. FortuneFi is still coming out in the next week, guys, week or two. We're going to have that. And all of this, one big ecosystem, one team, one founder. That is what we want, ladies and gentlemen. So you want to come over here and get some Plasm. You can see what my creations have done. We'll go to stats. Where are they? 111 ETH in there. There's $46,000 worth of USDC ETH waiting for the buy burn to kick in once day 77 comes, which isn't far away, guys. It's only 2 weeks away from tonight. All right. The first 77 day is up, and are people going to sell? Are people going to do whatever? I have already committed into compounding every single Plasm that I get and dollar I get for 5 cycles. That's 385 days. I'm compounding everything. All right. And I think I'm going to be the winner and the one that's laughing at, it'd be next what? Probably next November, somewhere in there, next October, before I'm taking 1 cent out of this. I got $4,000 total into this, and it will show. There's my 2 positions. I created 255 Plasm there. I've earned almost 15,000 Plasm. I did 189 Plasm here. I've earned 11,000. Look at these APRs, guys. 2,523%, 521%. Obviously, these numbers are going to go down closer to day 77 or after day 77 to 79. These numbers will go down. I'm still going to be raking it in. I don't care what the numbers do because I'm compounding regardless. So you want to get into something crazy? Plasm is away. Link will be in the description for that as well. It is a referral link. Like I said, I'm giving the referrals away. You can see what I've taken in referrals, almost 0.9 ETH. One guy was a half of an ETH because he went in huge. I gave that half an ETH back to him so he could buy more Plasm because he was a member of an OG of mine that was affected by Bruno X very heavily. So I gave that back. I gave the rest of the 0.3 back as well. It is all here, guys. There's multiple videos on this. Please join the Telegram group. The link will be in the description for that as well. There is a gentleman named Grover321 in there. He's an absolute legend and a genius. He will answer all of your questions. He's got a lot of patience, way more than me, and he knows Plasm like the back of his hand. Okay, so that's Plasm, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we've got Honor versus Madness. We're hoping to have a playable alpha in the first quarter of January. Card packs hopefully in the next month. My big stake ended, so I could withdraw this. I'm going to do that next Tuesday night with AJ. I'm going to bring this 4.6 million tokens up here and stake it for 30 days to get 16.5% APR. And I want to earn tickets with that. All right. I've got another 3.5 million sitting in my wallet. So you will watch me stake over 8 million tokens live next Tuesday on our AMA. I'm super excited about that. So please join us for that. Honor versus Madness. Obviously, everyone's heard about that. The newest trading card game that's coming out with the bull run. It's the perfect time. It's going to be huge. They're waiting for some production and things of that nature. We all know slow development can be on games, guys, but they have kind of met almost every single goal. I'm super excited, not necessarily to play it, but to watch my 8.5 million tokens grow and grow and grow. Just think if it hit a cent, guys, you guys can do the math. All right. I think I don't know what I have into it. I think I got $5,000 into it. All right. In stables to buy my tokens. I was in on day one with the pre-sale, obviously. We were getting 12.5% a month for almost a year. So that's how I got so many tokens. I kept on compounding every 30 days. And that's how that went. It's been crazy. Honor versus Madness. You can still, people are selling GG. People are buying. They're doing certain things. Price is going up and down, guys. Doesn't matter. When the game comes out, people will see how crazy it is. The graphics, the playable alpha is going to be amazing. I've seen some behind the scenes footage. Crazy things. It's not all AI. It's real people, real suits behind green screens with all the sensors on them. Pretty crazy stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys, there's my bag and everything. I just showed you, like I promised. I got a lot of money into everything involved around EMP, Fusion, AJ, and his team because they're doxed. All the wallets are doxed. He is the founder and co-founder of all of this stuff. It's all under one umbrella, one team, and that is what I love. All right. Nobody else is doing it. No one else is doing 3-4 AMAs a week. No one else continues to adapt, continues to build, continues to do everything right in the space and being honest and transparent. Transparency is what we need. All right, guys. So with that said, no AMA tomorrow night for Plasm and Bernard Bonds and EarnFi. Me and AJ are both traveling, so there's that. I just wanted to come here and do a video this week, show you what's going on with my bags, show you that everything's still cranking. Yeah, the markets suck. Don't worry about it, guys. It will rebound. And I think when it starts rebound, it is going to go absolutely parabolic and it's going to be totally insane. All right, guys. So with that said, hang in there. Things are clicking. All the links will be in the description for all of this stuff, guys. Don't worry if it's a referral link. I give it all back. You can track the wallets. I do spin the wheels once a month and I give it all back and you can follow the wallets and watch me give it away. It doesn't matter. It's what I want to do. It makes me feel good. I don't have to do anything, but you know what? It helps me sleep at night. All right. Links will be in the description for everything. If you want to check it out, there's nothing like it in the space. From a Docs founder and an amazing guy, AJ Brockman. He's a man, the myth, the legend. And we've got FortuneFi coming out in the next week. Obviously, the community perpetual jackpot, $2 a ticket. It's going to help boost the Bernard Bond TVL. That helps boost DexFi. It just goes up the chain. After that, February 1st, be looking for something even crazier. Plasm on steroids, which also is going to help the Bernard Bond TVL. It's going to be crazy, guys. You thought Plasm was good? Wait till you see this, all right? I'm excited about that. I'm probably going to do an AMA later in the week about that. But we'll discuss that later. I'll announce it in all my groups, guys, so keep following. And pay attention to what's going on in the space, all right, guys? Pay attention to my channel. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you need to do. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me I'm doing a good job. It doesn't matter to me. All right, guys? With that said, I hope everybody has a great rest of their Monday, and we'll see you in the next one.